So, if you haven't heard the news yet, Windows 10, the new groundbreaking operating system from Microsoft, is now cracking down on pirates. Pirates are people who steal software or games or whatever. They don't pay for software. They don't pay for things. Well, me, I've been a long time pirate, and I really don't care if anybody knows because, hey, I'm not doing anything major with the software. I'm using it for my own personal use. I'm not selling it or anything like that. So anyways, I have a copy of Windows 10, which I got for free from Microsoft because I was a beta tester, or whatever you want to call it. I was evaluating their software for a couple months. So if you did that, people got a free copy of Windows. Or so they say. I never had a registration pop up on my screen. I was using it and I updated and it went to that and that was it. So anyways, there's rumors going around that Windows 10 deletes, well, they say games. So anyways, I was using it a little while ago and I had a couple programs I wanted to use. In particular, it was Adobe Premiere, and like usual, I downloaded it from a site. I'm not going to say which site, but I downloaded it from a site. Very common site, and I did. It was a torrent file. Didn't have any viruses or anything like that with the program. It was clean. Everybody on there who downloaded it. You have the option of, leaving your remarks, as far as its quality or if it's working or, if it has viruses or whatever. People will, say that it's either clean or good or bad or whatever, So anyways, I downloaded this application and, like with all software like this, it comes with cracks, patches, little things you have to do in order to get it to work. So you can bypass, the registration and all that. Which I did. I've done this. I've been doing this for 20 years now, or longer, But anyways, I was going through the process of installing it, and I started doing all the things, and here's my file. The patches and cracks are disappearing on me. I was like, what the heck's going on? So I look at my antivirus program, my Bitdefender, and I scanned the files and all that stuff. So there was nothing found. There was no viruses. So anyways, I disable Bitdefender, and I tried again. Oh, magically, these files keep disappearing on their own. They don't have, nothing comes up on the screen. No warnings, no prompts, no nothing. The file I'm trying to execute to patch or crack this Adobe is just disappearing. So I start searching around on the internet, and here I come to find out that Windows 10 is automatically blocking people from using pirated software. Now you'll probably say, oh well, you're a pirate and you don't deserve free software. Well, that's fine, whatever. But there are people who use these cracks and patches and stuff to do whatever, So I just, I made this video so people can know that Windows 10 does delete cracked software. And I'm going to show you right now what I'm talking about. So as you see here, here's the Windows 10 control panel thing. Oh, by the way, I'm going to go back to Windows 7 after I'm done with this, so whatever. At least I know Windows 7 does work. And Windows 7 doesn't spy on you like Windows 10 does. So anyways, let me close this. I am in here. I'm in the folder for Adobe Premiere 2015. I'm going to click on it. I already went through the install process as you're supposed to. You install the application in trial mode. So there's a folder named Cracks. I'm going to go in there. Okay, here's one of the cracks. Patch Painter 1.4. It's in a RAR file, RAR file. I'm going to unzip it, RAR it, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, here's the folder. Now, here's the crack. Now, if I click on this, watch what happens. Now, I do want to make one thing clear here. In the install instructions, you're supposed to copy this file into the folder where the program is installed to. Well, I've already done that, and it still does the same thing, but I'm going to show you how it disappears. So here I go. Oh, it's gone. Now they give you a second option for cracking this program. It's a key gen, which generates keys for the programs. There's the Windows or OS X crack, and then here's the Windows 10 crack. Disable activation, blah blah blah. I've already done all that. That's just a command file. So here's the folder file for the other crack, key gen. Click on it. There it goes. Deleted. No prompts, no messages, no warnings, no nothing. It's not in my recycle bin, trash can, or whatever you want to call it. It's gone. I've gone through the task manager, the services. I see nothing in there. It's not running in the background. It's not a virus or a Trojan. I was around in those days 20 years ago when people would put Trojans and viruses in the programs. You would click on it, it would disappear. Well, that's not one of those things. That's not it. So that just leads me to believe that Windows 10 is deleting pirated software. And of course, Adobe Premiere, well, that's a lot of money. That's, I don't know, it's like $1,000, $500, whatever it costs. I just wanted to edit a video real quick for YouTube, but that's not going to happen tonight. Now I may go ahead and install Windows 7 here in an hour or two and try the same crack program, whatever you want to call it, and see if it deletes itself. I bet you $100 or $1 million or 10 billion, whatever, whatever, I'll bet that it does not delete on Windows 7. I bet you it's a Windows 10 problem. But yeah, like if you've read the news lately, Windows 10 is deleting pirated games, and most games are pirated. PC users, especially hardcore PC gamers, they are pretty big on downloading games. So anyways, that's that. Windows 10 is deleting files. And like I said before, I've tried this several times. I've unzipped this folder quite a few times. Like I said, right here you'll see on the screen it replaced itself. It replaced the file I unzipped, and I'll click on it, boom, it's gone. I've also restarted the computer a couple of times. I thought something goofy was happening, but no, it's that. So back to Windows 7 for me. I don't like being spied on, which if you use any of the new tools that are out for Windows 10, the options are just, there's dozens and dozens and dozens of these sites that Microsoft has set up where your computer sends out pretty much every bit of information to wherever on the internet, to their servers. And of course, the NSA gets a hold of those servers, and then they do whatever they want. So, you know, I think it's bullshit that Microsoft and the government is, you know, spying on you, seeing what you're doing. It's absolute bullshit. Personally, me, if Windows 7 goes that way, well, I'll just use Linux or FreeBSD or something along those lines. You know. But anyways, that's that. That's my video. Yeah, Windows 10 deletes games, deletes applications that are pirated. And I might be a pirate, but